One morning, as the harmattan winds bore the scent of scorched grass across the savannah, a child's cry pierced the forest. Anansi, swift on his silken threads, found a girl, barely 7 seasons old, sobbing beside her mother's fevered body. "Spirits of the forest," she wailed, "show me how to cure my mother's fever. I'd trade my voice, my sight, my very life for the knowledge." Anansi's tiny heart swelled with compassion, nearly bursting. Approaching in his spider form, he spoke in a voice like whispering leaves, "Little sister, hush your tears. The knowledge you seek lies in Niam's golden calabash in the sky. Perhaps it's time someone brought that wisdom to earth." The girl, unafraid, gazed at the talking spider with awe. "Would you, little spider, do this for us?" "I am Anansi," he declared, his small frame puffed with pride. "No puzzle has ever stumped me, no challenge too great. But know this, Niam guards his treasures fiercely. This quest may demand all I have." That night, as Anansi sat in his web, doubt gnawed at him like termites in aged wood. Niam, the mightiest of all beings, dwelled in a palace defended by lightning serpents and thunderbirds. The calabash of wisdom was his most cherished prize. "What am I but a humble spider?" Anansi muttered to the breeze. "My tricks may outsmart earthly foes, but how can I challenge the sky god? Perhaps humans are destined for ignorance, and this is the way of the world." He wove a new section of his web, seeking solace in the familiar dance of silk. Yet each strand reminded him of the girl's tears, weighing his web with guilt. As dawn painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson, a voice rumbled from the great baobab tree, "Kweku Anansi, why do you linger when the world calls for you?" Anansi looked up to see Tortoise, the forest's eldest being, his shell etched with every constellation, his eyes gleaming with the memory of the world's first dawn. "Wise Tortoise," Anansi said, bowing low, "I've taken on a task beyond my meager skills. How can a mere trickster like me steal wisdom from Niam?" Tortoise chuckled, a sound like distant thunder. "Young spider, you misunderstand cleverness. It's not about might, it's about grasping the heart of things. Niam values wisdom above all, but what does he cherish next?" Anansi's eyes sparkled. "Stories. Niam craves stories more than gold or gems." "Precisely," Tortoise nodded. "And are you not the greatest storyteller of all? But heed this, true wisdom is often earned through sacrifice, not just cunning." Emboldened, Anansi prepared for his journey. He crafted his finest web yet, not spanning trees, but soaring skyward like a ladder to the clouds. Each thread pulsed with his life force, stronger than iron yet supple as a mother's embrace. Climbing higher, the air grew thin and icy. His nimble legs trembled, lightning flashed, and thunder roared, but Anansi pressed on. After 3 days and nights, he reached Niam's palace gates, forged of crystallized sunlight and guarded by 2 colossal eagles with star-bright eyes. "Stop, earthbound creature," the eagles boomed. "None enter Niam's realm without his leave." Anansi stood tall, though small. "I am Kweku Anansi, weaver of 1,000 tales. I come not to steal, but to share stories with Niam." Would the sky god deny a new tale for his collection? The eagles hesitated. Niam's love for stories was his one weakness. "Very well," they relented. "But if your tales fail to please, you'll plummet from these heights, and your web won't save you." Through moonstorm corridors, Anansi was led to Niam's throne room, where the sky god sat on a throne of a single vast diamond. Niam's copper skin gleamed, his hair flowed like starlight, and his eyes held the cosmos' depth. So, Niam's voice roared like thunder, a spider seeks to amuse me with stories. Many have tried, Anansi. Their bones line my dungeon floors. Anansi noted the throne room's details. Masks of every earthly creature adorned the walls, a golden calabash rested on a pedestal behind the throne, and Niam, for all his splendor, seemed solitary. Great Niam, Anansi bowed, I bring tales never told, for they've never happened, until now. Niam leaned forward, intrigued. Speak, spider. But I've heard every story there is. Anansi began his first tale. Once, a god held all wisdom in a golden calabash, fearing that if humans gained it, they'd no longer need gods. But he didn't see that shared wisdom grows, like a song enriched by many voices. The god grew lonely, for wisdom unshared is mere knowledge, and knowledge without love is hollow. One day, a small creature came, not to steal, but to teach that true wisdom lies in knowing when to give. Niam's eyes narrowed. This tale seems to judge me, spider. Anansi smiled slyly. Great Niam, you asked for a new story. I offer one still unfolding, its ending shaped by choices yet to come. Impressed yet cautious, Niam spoke, your tale has merit, spider. Prove your worth with a task, bring me the hornet's sting without being stung, the python's fangs without being crushed, the leopard's hide without being clawed, and the ancestral spirit's whispers without losing your mind. Succeed, and wisdom is yours. Anansi's heart sank, this task seemed impossible for his small form. But Tortoisa's words echoed, understand the heart of things. I accept, great Niam, Anansi said. But watch how I achieve these tasks, for they'll weave the greatest story yet. Descending to earth, Anansi found a hornet's nest in an iroko tree. He staged a loud debate with himself beneath it. These hornets are the mightiest insects, he shouted. Nonsense. They are weak and cowardly, he countered. Prove it. I will. Watch me approach their nest unstung. The hornets, enraged, buzzed. Their leader swooped down. Who calls us weak? Oh, great hornet, Anansi said, feigning innocence, I defended your strength. My friend claims your sting can't pierce my hide. Too weak, the hornet roared, charging. Anansi, prepared, caught the sting in a web sack, sealing it without harm. The other hornets, shamed, fled, leaving Anansi with his first prize. Next, Anansi approached a python basking by a river. Wise python, he said, Hare claims you're the longest creature, but crocodile disagrees. Will you settle this with a measurement? The vain python agreed. Anansi presented a long pole with a hidden web net. As the python stretched along it, Anansi said, stretch further and open your mouth wide to mark your length precisely. When the python complied, Anansi sprang the net, capturing the fangs. Swiftly extracting them, he freed the unharmed but baffled serpent, securing his second prize. The leopard, cunning and fierce, required a subtler approach. Anansi found him by a water hole. Magnificent leopard. Your coat is the forest's finest. Leopard purred, flattered. It is splendid, isn't it? So splendid, Anansi continued, it would honor Niam's palace. Offer it to the sky god, and he might grant you divine hunting powers or invisibility. Leopard's interest piqued. But how do I give my coat without dying? Anansi spun a lie. Niam seeks a symbolic offering. Lie still, focus on honoring him, and I'll perform a ritual to spiritually transfer your coat, which regrows instantly. Blinded by vanity, Leopard agreed, falling asleep during Anansi's faint ceremony. Anansi wove a web cocoon around him, collecting loose fur into a small mat, representing the leopard's hide without harming the beast. For the final task, Anansi returned to the baobab tree, seeking tortoise. How do I capture the spirit's whispers without going mad? Tortoise smiled. The spirits speak always, but only hearts, not ears, can hear them. Sit beneath this tree, listen with your spirit, and understand rather than capture. Anansi meditated as stars rose. The ancestors' voices, of love, loss, and connection, filled his spirit, not his ears. Unable to trap them physically, he wove their wisdom into his memory, to share true stories. Returning to Niam's palace with his prizes, Anansi astounded the sky god. How did you succeed without violence? Niam asked, inspecting the sting, fangs, hide, and stories. I understood their desires, Anansi replied. The hornet sought to prove strength, the python is grandeur, the leopard divine favor, and the ancestors to be heard. I gave them what they wanted. Niam nodded. And what do you want, Anansi? Anansi faced Niam, heart pounding but voice steady. Great Niam, I propose a trade. Niam's eyes flashed. You dare bargain with me? Not a bargain, a story exchange. Your calabash holds all wisdom, but hoarded wisdom stagnates. I offer the greatest story collection, give wisdom to humans, and their every choice, love, and struggle will become a tale for you. Stories, Niam, outshine wisdom, for they are wisdom alive. Silence fell, broken only by distant thunder. Niam asked, and if I refuse? Then you remain a lonely god of static wisdom, and I'll tell humans how a spider loved them enough to try. Niam rose, his presence radiant yet softened by respect. No being has ever offered me a gift, Anansi. You seek to enrich, not diminish, me. Lifting the golden calabash, he said, this holds all wisdom, fire, farming, healing, building, music, love, and meaning. If I share it, humans will rely less on gods. Anansi replied, children must leave home to grow. Gods find purpose in letting those they cherish thrive. Niam smiled, a rare warmth. Then we trade. But you, Anansi, shall be the keeper of all stories, remembered as their father. As Niam opened the calabash, wisdom poured forth like golden light, cascading around Anansi toward earth. He felt his essence expand, embracing his new role as story keeper. The descent will be harder, Niam warned. Wisdom is heavy with responsibility. Anansi nodded. Burdens carried for love grow light. Descending his web rope, wisdom flowing like a story river, Anansi felt its weight. Fire could warm or destroy, medicine heal or poison, tools build or ruin. Halfway down, doubt struck. What if humans misused wisdom, bringing evil instead of good? The weight intensified, and Anansi slipped, falling. Then, human voices rose from below, singing of a spider's love and courage. Their gratitude reminded Anansi that wisdom was the power to choose, and their song chose love. Catching his web, he descended, the wisdom now a gift, not a burden. Reaching Earth, Anansi found the human community waiting, the little girl among them. As his feet touched the ground, wisdom spread, filling hearts with knowledge of fire, farming, healing, building, music, and storytelling. Most crucially, they grasped that wisdom without compassion is powerless, knowledge without love empty, and intelligence's greatest use is aiding others. The girl, her eyes alight with understanding, ran to Anansi. "Thank you, Spider. I can save my mother now." "No, little sister," Anansi said. "Your tears began this quest, and your people's song sustained me." Humanity blossomed, building cities, crafting medicines, composing music, and weaving tales. They loved deeper, dreamed bolder. Niam, enriched by every human story, found his universe brimming with tales beyond imagination. Anansi became the patron of storytellers, champion of the clever, and symbol that heart outweighs size, love surpasses strength. Whenever children hear tales, or a small soul faces a great challenge, Anansi's spirit weaves new stories into the web connecting all life. Today, dew-laden spider webs at dawn reflect all stories, past, present, and future. Anansi's web maps the bonds between all beings, each strand humming with tales of courage, love, wisdom, and hope. On quiet nights, when the breeze whispers through the forest, Anansi's voice lingers, teaching that the greatest magic lies not in taking, but giving what's needed. The smallest, with courage, can reshape the world. Thus concludes the saga of Anansi's gift of wisdom, but the stories he sparked endure forever.